and find your space. Welcome yourself to your space. Go ahead and lie down back in Shavasana since the last time we met. And just let yourself go. Let yourself arrive. Give yourself a moment to take a breath of gratitude for having this time for yourself. Take a little tiny tuck to the chin to lengthen out the back of the neck, and take a few moments to just wiggle out any nervous energy, maybe through your hips or fingers or legs. Take a couple sighs out the mouth. And stick out your tongue and just take a lion's roar. Ha! No one can hear you, so you can make as much noise as you like during this practice. Allow the parts that are connected to the earth, parts of your body that are connected to the earth, to just sink in a little more deeply. And take some soft releasing breaths into that awareness of sinking deeper into the earth. Softening and rooting your body. Let your shoulder blades kind of walk a bit toward one another. Turn your palms toward the sky and draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a yawn through your mouth, just opening your jaw wide. Take a big breath in. And a smooth sigh out the mouth. And let the parts of your body that are open to the air, open to the sky, let those find a lighter quality, a quality of lifting and spaciousness, while the parts that are sinking into the earth become more grounded and heavy and released. The parts facing upward become lighter, fluffier, airier. And take a breath into that awareness. Taking a breath into the awareness that you can be both at once. You can be grounded and rooted and connected to the earth. And you can be light and spacious and airy and open. Both wonderful qualities. Let's go ahead and hug our knees in and just give yourself a nice loving squeeze. Give yourself a hug around your legs. Again, retuck your chin, lengthen out the back of your neck. Give your ankles a little circle. And just gently start to rock side to side with this. And let your head go with the direction that your knees are going. Your head flows side to side. And then we'll take an early happy baby. So take the knees to either sides of your torso and hands come either to soles of feet or somewhere along the legs or the creases of your knees. And just let this rock happen. Loosen up your jaw. Let sound come out your mouth. Sighs are great. Start straightening gently one leg and then the other. Don't have to straighten it all the way. And then hug back into center. And let's draw the knees over to the left and take a twist. Right arm extends in opposition. Eyes gaze to the right. Belly draws in and knees go to the left. Low back stretches. Palm is open and empty and rising toward the sky. Back of arm is rooting toward the earth. Back of shoulder rooting toward the earth. Take another breath in. And sigh it out and come on back to center and just find that gentle rock again. And then when you feel called, draw your knees over to the right, twisting in the opposite direction. Left arm extends out, gaze goes to the left, knees go to the right, belly squeezes in on each exhale, and give yourself a little further, deeper twist. Couple breaths here, lightening up, opening up your palm, loosening up your jaw, wringing out your low back. And we'll come back to center and rock it out. And this time we're going to stack the right knee over the left, like you're just crossing your legs like you're sitting in a chair. And from here, we're gonna draw the knees over to the left and reach the right arm out in opposition. So a little deeper twist. And breathe into it. And let your right hand now come to your ribs and just give yourself a little self-massage, drawing the ribs further to the right, gazing toward the right. And you might massage out the low back a little bit with your hand, the right hand, your waistline, your hip. Just give a little self-massage along the IT band on the right leg. Gaze if you can, still going to the right. And let's come back to center. And just rock it out or windshield wiper it out. Let your neck release. And we'll take it to the second side. So left knee crosses over right. And this is eagle pose for the legs. You could swing the ankle underneath the toes, underneath the right calf. And knees go to the right. Left arm opens in opposition. Feel a bit of a deeper twist. Work your belly in on each exhale. Gaze toward the left, and when you're ready, left hand comes to the body and massages out the ribs, maybe the low back or the spine, waistline, hip, anything goes. Just give yourself some self-massage, touching in to your body, how it feels. One last breath, just feel the fullness of the moment. And release, come on back to center. Lift your legs to the sky, give a little shake out for the ankles. Kick your heels to your butt. Make some sound out your mouth. Stick out your tongue one more time. And let's take this up and down, rocking up and down the spine. If that is not good for you, do not do it. We'll just take a couple rounds of this and we'll meet in a seat. And just take a moment to curl your toes under and take toes pose. Have a seat back onto your heels, opening up the soles of the feet. Sometimes it's called broken toe pose. And you can come out of this if it's too much for you. We're just gonna take a couple circles through the shoulders, just opening up the breath in the chest. Let your elbows and your wrists dangle and follow. Let your head kind of roll around in the way that feels really good for you. We'll take some big back strokes. And you can follow those back strokes with your eyes. Noticing your feet and opening soles of feet. Interlace your fingers behind and broaden your chest. Drop your shoulders. Lift your heart skyward. Lift your gaze skyward. Open the throat. Drop the shoulders once again. Take a big breath in. Walk your hands away from your body, just opening up the heart space. Take a little moment to breathe into that heart. Honor your heart today. And we'll release and bring the hands to the floor and tap the tops of the feet. Just take a little shake out for your head. A little tantrum. Curl your toes under when you're ready and rise your way up to downward facing dog. And just walk it around. Just bend one knee and then the other. Spread out each toe. Spread out your palms and the raise of your fingers. Give your head a nod, yes. And broaden your shoulder blades. You're away from one another, so there's space for that neck to nod, yes. And then shake out the neck, the head, no. And let's turn our toes to the left and our heels to the right on both feet and spread out through the left side of the body. And then go ahead, turn the toes to the right and heels to the left and open up the right side body all the way from right fingertip back through right hip. And come on back through center. Walk your feet together. Spread your palms forward and draw your chest and belly back. Lift your kneecaps and your thighs. Engage those legs. Drop your heels to or toward the floor. And let's come forward into a high plank. Walk your feet apart now. Inhale. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. We'll take that a couple times. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, draw back. Walk your feet again together. Reach your right leg on up to the sky and circle out your right ankle. Circle it in both directions. And then bend the knee and roll that hip open. And press your right foot towards your left shoulder. Drop your right armpit and spread all the way open through that outer right waistline, hip, thigh connection. If you like, you can gaze over your left shoulder back toward your left foot, just to C-shape the spine a little more. And then inhale that right leg super high to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, rounded knee to nose. And let's step the right foot forward and let's sink down onto the left knee, turning the right toes out and checking for gum under the sole of the right foot. So opening up that right knee out to the right, toes are out to the right. And just kind of wiggle around here. Left knee is down to the floor and just wiggle around through the hips a little bit. And we're gonna roll onto the outer left hip, down to the floor, and press your right hand to the inner right leg. Just pressing that knee away, lifting your heart, reaching long through the left leg, turning your gaze back behind you. There's a little twist here, inhaling. Exhale, release, and straighten both legs and pull yourself back into a pyramid pose. Bow your head on down. Let your head just dangle. Hands could be on blocks if you have them. Shoulders draw away from ears. Let your head just hang heavy. And breathe. And if you like, you can lift the 5 toes of the right foot. And we'll just take 3 breaths here. One last breath, inhale. Exhale, we'll step it back strong to the high plank. Just pausing here this time, spreading your heels back, drawing the crown of the head forward, engaging those legs strong. Shoulders draw away from ears, inhale. Exhale, let's come all the way down to the belly. Interlace the fingers with the low back and lift your chest. Spread through the legs, spread through the arms, broaden through the heart, lift up a little higher, and just gentle roll side to side. Give it a try, or stay with center if it's better for you. Reaching the arms away from the body. Let's meet back in the center. Lift higher. Feet come down and hands release by the sides of the ribs. Elbows draw in close. Rise your way up to your version of a back bend. Lengthen through the legs. Lift through the heart. Feel your body. Inhaling. And exhale. Come back to plank. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, take a sigh out. Nod your head yes. Notice what you're saying yes to these days. And shake it out no. And notice what you're saying no to these days. Turn your toes this time to the right and your heels to the left on both feet. Spread through that whole right side. And we'll turn the toes to the left and the heels to the right and spread through the whole left side. Shoulders draw away from ears. Come on back through center. Walk your feet together. Reach your right leg on up to the sky. Circle out that left ankle, left leg to the sky rather. Circle the left ankle. Bend the knee and roll your hip open. Pressing your left foot towards your right shoulder. Spreading into the belly, yawning into the belly. Yawning into the thigh. Gazing over your right shoulder gives you a little more C-shape to your spine. Spreading through that whole left side. And then inhale, reach your left leg high to the sky, straighten it out. Exhale, round in, draw in, knee to nose. Ha. Squeeze the belly, round the low back. Step your left foot forward, sink down onto your right knee. Turn your left toes out at about a 45-degree angle and check for gum under the sole of the left foot. And just move this around. Find the little nooks and crannies that feel really good for you and in your body. Let your head kind of roll with it all. And then we're gonna roll onto the outer right hip, spreading long through that right leg, lifting through the heart. Left hand presses inner left leg away from you, lifting and twisting. You're twisting toward the left. Let it start from deep in the belly, turn through the ribs, turn through the chest, turn through the eyes. Enjoy, big breath here. Spread open in all dimensions. Unwind, undo. Find your way to pyramid pose. Straightening both legs. Toes are pointing forward, head is bowing down. Hips are drawing back. Hands could be on blocks or anywhere that feels good. You could also even find a balance if you wanted, reaching the arms back behind you in an airplane or interlaced. Lifting the 5 toes of the left foot up can feel amazing. Just bow your head further. Let your head release. Let your thoughts, let your mind, let your brain get a rest. Let your body become energized with breath and movement. One more inhale. Sigh it out. Let's step back strong, high plank. Pausing here. Finding your strength, finding your length, finding your bounce. And this time we'll just transition to chaturanga, just hovering above the floor, low push-up. Inhale, your version, up dog. Thighs could be up or down. Heart is opening, back bending, maybe eyes look up. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog, breath in. Sigh it out, shake it out, shimmy it out. Just move it around. And in your own timing, make your way to the front of the mat, walking your feet towards your hands. Let's bow in a ragdoll pose. Walk your feet nice and wide and bend your knees as much as you like or need. And if it feels good to you, take opposite hand to opposite elbow, really drawing the shoulders down, the elbows down, the head down. If you need a different position for your hands, please take that. Maybe leg support or block support or floor support. And just let your spine dangle. Just let there be space in between your vertebrae. Create some space there. With time and with release, with attention and care. Take your hands now to the back of your head or hair and just give an extra tug or pull, some weight there. Maybe pull your hair, massage your scalp. Massage your jaw and your temples. Let out some sounds. Open your mouth. Squeeze your shoulders and your neck. And then release your hands to the floor. Toe heel your feet together. Bend your knees and roll your way up gently, 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 all the way up. Reach your arms out wide and high. Right hand takes left wrist. Take a little side bend tug. And stamp down through the left foot, reaching the fingertips over to the right. Open up that side body. And come on back through center. We'll take it to the other side. Left hand takes right wrist and pull and open all the way through the right side. And let's come back to center and just draw your hands into that goddess goal-shaped pose. And just circle out your wrists and open the heart. Toe heel your feet together and let's sink the hips and find an early Utkatasana. Fingertips rise now, shoulders drop, toes are light, heels are heavy, hips are heavy. Take a breath. Exhale, fold forward and down, release. Inhale, extend long, flat back, shoulders away from ears, hips draw back, belly strong. Exhale, step back, high plank. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flow it on back, exhale, downward facing dog. Reach your right leg high to the sky, bend the knee and roll your hip open. And this time take a nice circle with that right knee. Just trace a circle, small or big, and just connect to your hip joint, ball and socket. Lubricate that space any way that feels right for you. Let's reach the right leg high once again, straighten it out, inhale. Exhale, squeeze in, rounded knee to nose. Inhale, reach high. Right knee to right elbow, tricep, shoulder. Draw that kneecap skyward. Inhale, reach high. And we'll twist it, right knee toward the left. Inhale, reach on up, big breath in. Exhale, we'll step it forward. We'll find warrior one. Right foot steps, left foot spins flat. Rise your way on up. And just land your pose. Feel yourself right in the middle. Feeling both your ground and your sky. Feeling all four corners of each foot. Sinking your hips down in the middle of your legs. Look up for a moment, inhale. And then exhale, clasp your hands behind you and open your chest, open your heart. Reach your arms away from your body as the shoulders drop down, the heart lifts up. Take a breath. And then we'll fold bow. Let your head bow. Spread through your back leg and reach your arms high, burying your head in the sand for ostrich pose. Shoulders drop away from ears. Enjoy. For 3, bowing head, 2. One more breath here. Let's release and step it back strong, high plank. Chaturanga, low push up. Inhale to upward facing dog, legs strong, heart open. Exhale, down dog, hips pull back, head bows. Take a breath in and a sigh out. Left leg flows to the sky. Bend the knee and roll your hip open. And then we'll take that nice circle with the left knee. Just trace a circle. Sound effects are good while you're moving. Go ahead, launch your left leg high to the sky, straighten it out, inhale. Exhale, squeeze in, round in, belly strong. Inhale, reach high. Left knee to left elbow, tricep, shoulder, float that kneecap. Inhale, float it on up. And twist it, left to right, spin it out. Inhale, rise high. Let's step the left foot forward, spin the right foot flat. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Reach the arms on up. Take a moment to find your center. So you're charging forward, but you're anchored back. That back leg's your anchor, your front leg is your charge. The toes are spread. The heart is light. The legs are strong. Imagine your legs strong and your heart just floating, floating, floating in a pool, a gentle pool. Lift your heart. Interlace your hands behind you. Switch the clasp of the hands. Take a moment. Spread through each toe. And then bury your head in the sand. Bow down. Lift your arms up. Spread through the back leg. Rinse out those shoulders. Enjoy. What can you let go of? For 3, 2. Last breath. Let's step back. High plank. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing, lift the heart. Flow it back, downward facing. Take a breath in and a sigh out. One more inhale. Exhale it all out. Bend your knees, look forward, spring step or float to the front. Lift and lengthen flat back. Exhale, fold bow. We're gonna walk our feet to hip width or wider apart and sink into a squat. This is for the low back. Turn your toes out and your heels in and draw your hands to your heart. Let your shoulders rest and your heart be light. Let your low back release as those inner thighs open with the elbows, pressing them open. And just explore the pose, just a couple of breaths here.
Let's move the shoulders a little bit. Let's dance with it. Move those shoulders, release the low back. Move your head around. And then go ahead, reach your right arm long. Straighten out the right arm and turn your palm back behind you. And then reach the left arm to the sky, and we'll just twist it from here. So you can stay with his wide open arms, or you can work with a bind, reaching hand to hand, spinning your heart up toward the left, sinking your hips and low back still. Belly is strong and supportive. Take a breath into this twist. And let's come back through center. Just pause, reach both arms high. And then we'll try the second side. So left hand, palm faces back behind you, opens that inner left thigh. Right arm extends in diagonal opposition. You could stay with the arms wide open and just work into this twist. And or you can explore the bind. Left knee opens, right heart opens. Spinning, spinning. Breathing into it for 3, 2, one more breath. Gently release, reach the arms high, and see if you can just straighten on up. Turn your toes in and your heels out, and toe heel your feet together, and sink your hips for Utkatasana. Shoulders drop, fingertips lift, take a breath. Exhale the hands to Namaste. We're going to spin left elbow past right thigh, twisting the low back, spinning the knees off to the left, and rolling the heart up toward the sun, toward the right. For 3, spin it out, ring it out. 2, one more breath. Let's unwind and reach the arms high. Come to standing. Palms face one another and back bend. Lift your thighs, lift your belly, lift your heart. Let your head fall back if it feels good. Breath in. Exhale, we'll fold forward, swan dive, breath out. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump at high plank. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the heart, lengthen the legs. Exhale, downward facing dog, pull on back. Reach your right leg high to the sky, bend the knee and roll your hip open. Woo. And then go ahead, round in knee to nose. Inhale, reach high. Right knee to right elbow, tricep, shoulder. Inhale, reach it on up. Let's twist across. Inhale up. Exhale, right foot steps, left knee comes down. Left arm reaches high to the sky and take a back bend. Sink your hips down. Let's twist again, left elbow past right thigh once again. Hands come together, spin, turn. If you like, turn your back toes under and lift the back knee. For 3, spread through the back leg, lift through the heart. 2, last breath. Let's swing wide open and turn your toes in, turn your heels out. Extend through the arms, big wide 5-pointed star. Hands come to low back, lift your chest, fold bow. Hands make their way to the floor, head bows down. Shake out your head and shake out those hips a little bit. Toes are pointing in, heels are pointing out. This will help release those outer hips. Let there be a dance with this. Let it sway. Let your breath open up. Find your way to a flat back. Draw the belly in, draw the belly in, draw the belly in, and hold here. Squeezing that belly in, finding a flat back, really strong through the legs and the core, really long through the spine. Last breath. Just keep the belly strong as you walk your way around to the front and step your left foot to meet your right. Sink your hips down, Utkatasana. Shoulders drop, fingertips rise. Heels are heavy, toes are light. Take a breath. Exhale the hands to Namaste at the heart, and let's spin to the other side. Right elbow past left thigh.
Knees swivel to the right, heart swivels up toward the sun. And just breathe into it. Turn and turn. If you like, the arms can open. Turning and opening for 3, 2, one more breath. Let's find our way to Utkatasana. Breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen out. Reach long. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa. Maybe you step straight back to downward dog. Who knows? Just work your way through, meeting in down dog. Left leg flows to the sky, bend the knee and roll open, almost flipping out your dog. And reach high and round in, knee to nose. Inhale, reach on up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, tricep, shoulder. Inhale, reach on up. Spin it across left to right. Reach high. And we'll step. Left foot steps, right knee drops. Right arm rises, take a back bend. Lighten your heart, sink through your hips. And we'll twist across again. Right elbow across left thigh. Turn and twist. And breathe. First things first. And then if you like, you can lift your back knee. Don't have to. Both have great, great benefits. Take 3 more breaths. Sink through your hips, lift through your heart. Last breath. We'll rise on up and turn to face the side of your mat. Toes in, heels out, hands clasped behind this time. Drop your shoulders and lift your heart. Spread through your 10 toes, toes in, heels out. If it feels good, lift your eyes, open your throat, and keep the clasp and fold and bow. Let your head bow. Let your arms rise up, 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 and maybe forward. And again, you can shimmy around a little bit, move around. What can you let go of a little more? What needs softening? What needs air? What needs lightness? What needs grounding? Last 2 breaths. Find your way to that flat back and pause and squeeze your belly and really feel your core muscles squeezing and working. Tailbone, hip bones draw back. Spine long in both directions, as well as wide and deep. Last breath. Keep this strength as you walk your way forward. And just step yourself back, downward facing dog. Right leg flows to the sky. Bend the knee, roll your hip open. This time flip your dog. Full feet to the floor. Right arm, big circle. Hips rising. Hand to the heart for a moment. Pause there. And then float that right leg back up to the sky. 3-legged dog. Let's step into the pigeon. Right foot steps to left wrist. Sink your hips down deep. Lift your heart on up. And take your hands and we'll work with a little self-massage. So massaging that thigh, massaging the foot and the calf, and the hips all the while sinking. The back leg as straight as can be. If you can, center in on that back kneecap and all 5 toes of the left foot. And when you feel ready, just bow into this, just fold over the front leg. Let your head drop. Feeling into that beautiful hip stretch. A release for the chest and the jaw, the neck and the shoulders. A grounding, deep grounding for the hips. Walk your shoulders away from your ears. And let go even more. How can you let your body go? We'll take 3 more breaths. Maybe you sink a little deeper.
Maybe you breathe a little more fully. Ah, let's rise. Rise, rise, rise. And keep your right knee bent and swing your left leg up and around for a twist. So your right heel is toward your left hip, your left knee facing the sky. And you could either wrap your right arm around, like we often do, or you can take a slightly deeper twist, bringing your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh or knee. Left hand comes behind you, and we'll twist into this. Drawing that left knee towards your chest, spinning your heart in opposition. Wringing things out here. How could you loosen enough to deepen it more into the twist? Last couple of breaths. Let's unwind and straighten out the right leg and take your left shin parallel to the floor and just give it a little rock. And if you want, you can take your elbow crooks around the knee and the foot if that works out for your body. Just loosen up through that hip joint. Rebending the right leg, right shin is parallel to your mat, and left shin stacks on top. Sometimes we call it double pigeon, some people call it log pose. Thread your fingers through your toe spaces. I don't know if you can see that. And you can use your hands to wind your ankles and close your eyes and take a moment here. Lift your heart. If this is too much for you, if your knee sticks way, way up, you can place something in between, underneath to support. Just be with what is. If you like, you can fold. Maybe you just go a tiny micrometer. Bow. You might rest your head on something, block or bolster. Let your jaw go. Be loose and fluid. There's the earth, there is the sky, and there's the water. And all of those elements in your body. Last couple of breaths. Let's gently, gently unwind and just give yourself a little shake out in the middle. Taking those legs out. Hands touch and tap or massage down the legs. Inner thighs, outer thighs, tops of legs, belly, chest and arms. Whoosh. And let's find our way back to downward facing dog. Any way you want to get there. I'm just going to step straight back. And just walk it out, shake it out, jog it out, shake out your head. Let's take the second side. So left leg flows to the sky. Bend the knee, roll your hip open, and if it's good for you, flip out your dog. Both feet to the floor, hips lift, belly lifts, heart lifts, left arm circles, big wide circle. Circling in both directions. Let out some sound. Flip on back in your own timing. Left leg flowing back up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps to right wrist. Walk yourself back into it. And hands come to that front leg to support the grounding and also to support some nice massage, some nice touch, some deeper pressure. We need that right now. Back leg is straight and long if you can, centering the kneecap and the 5 toes of that back foot. In your own timing, take your time to fold forward. No rush. Just listen to your body and give it what it needs. We're all different. We're all just taking care of ourselves. There's nothing to strive after. Maybe your fingers and my thumbs here touching the third eye, just stroking that space between the brows. Soothing, reassuring, grounding, and also there's a wonderful alive energy as all of this is happening. 2 more breaths. Can you relax your shoulders a bit more, and your jaw, and your hips? And take that exhale and rise. Keeping your left knee bent, go ahead and swing your right leg up and around. This is just so great for the outer hip. And wrap your left arm around somehow, either hugging or taking the elbow. Right hand comes behind and knee draws to left as heart spins to right. And that spin happens deep through the belly, deep through the ribs, deep through the heart. Let the gaze also be there with it. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Really finding your way deeper and deeper. Last 2 breaths. Bringing it all out. Let's gently unwind. Go ahead and straighten out your left leg and take that right shin parallel to the floor. You can either just use your hands to guide the leg, or you can wrap around. Let there be some light breath in here. And some movement through the body, not just isolated at the hip. And then let's rebend the left knee, paralleling the shin to the front of the mat or the side of the mat, and stacking shin on top of shin. So take good care, give yourself the supports you need, and thread the fingers through the toe spaces. And circle out your ankles just gently and just give yourself a little wiggle waggle. Grounded, rooted, and fluid. What a combo. Closing your eyes, receiving the moment just as it is, and celebrating it, loving it. And then next moment, what happens? Stillness, movement. Maybe you fold a little deeper into this. Maybe you back off. Giving your body just what it needs by moving and feeling and noticing and breathing and expressing. And relaxing, releasing. Let it be, let it happen. Last breath. Rising on out and just extending those legs and giving them a little shake and a little massage up and down into the low back this time, rubbing the belly, tapping or punching or scratching, whatever feels good. And let's lie on our backs. And just take one moment to just stretch out the whole body. And again, give yourself a little body wiggle. And let's bring the legs together and walk them both over to the left. And then reach the arms overhead and walk your arms paralleled over to the left. So you're in a banana shape or a crescent moon shape, and you're stretching through that whole right side. Now turn your right toes to the left and let your left heel come on top of the outer edge of your right foot. So the weight of that left leg is inviting more stretch for that side hip area. And your left hand can take your right wrist and give an extra tug or pull there. And you get this whole big stretch for the right side. And just breathe into it. Enjoy. It's like getting a massage, getting some more space. Breathing deeper. 2 more breaths. Gently, gently come out. And just find mid-middle for a minute and just wiggle it around. And then when you're ready, walk your feet again together and walk the legs over to the right. Extend the arms overhead and reach arms to the right. And then turn your left toes to the right and bring the right heel to the outer left foot. Stretching deeper into that left side. And then right hand comes to left wrist and take a big tug and pull and spread
And breathe and notice and honor. Where could you open more? Where can you expand more? We're in a bit of a contracted state these days, so find your expansion in small and subtle ways. Really, really helps. Gently releasing. Coming back to center, take a big breath in and a long breath out. Bring your feet to the floor. We're going to take a bridge pose. So walk your heels in close to your hips, press through your feet and lift through your hips. Now, if you prefer and have the prop handy, you can always take it into a restorative bridge at any height with the block underneath your pelvis. It's an option. It's a wonderful option. It also helps open up the fronts of those hips. So if you have that option and feel called to it, please try it out. Otherwise, press through your feet. Use your leg strength. You're still opening the fronts of your hips. And one of the ways you're doing that is by strengthening the back chain, your butt, your hamstrings. Draw your heels in toward your body. Open your chest. Interlace your fingers underneath you. Open the fronts of your thighs and hips. Draw your knees toward one another. 3 breaths. Whether on or off the block. 1 more breath. In your own timing, come on down. Hug your knees in. Rock it out. We're coming towards Shavasana. So if there's any last minute pose that your body wants, please take it. I'm going to offer again the twist that we took at the beginning. If there's something different you're wanting to take, please do that. Just find your way to a sense of closure. Twisting, inverting, little core work, whatever it is for you. A sense of, I've arrived and I'm ready. And when you are ready, find the rest, extending out for Shavasana, giving yourself all the support that you might want or need. You might put something under your knees or a little blanket over your body or something over your eyes or face. When you arrive in Shavasana, find the earth again. Find that connection, letting be, letting go, rooting in, softening in. And find again that connection to sky and air and space, to the upper body, for the front part of your body, the top of your body. And see if you can open in both directions with your breath. As you settle deeper into receiving the benefits of your practice. Shavasana. Let go. Relaxing your face and your pelvis and low back. Your spine. Your legs, your ankles, your feet. Let it all relax and go. Ah. Mm. One more time, big breath in and just let go into Shavasana. Just a few more moments. Really let things release. And then take a big breath in. And a full breath out. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Letting your head roll gently side to side. And when you're ready, roll onto your side. And give yourself a hug. Just send yourself some love and care. Release and energy. Balance. Rising on up to seated in your own timing. Finding your seat. And as you find a more vertical position, allow yourself to ground in and root down. And at the same time, open and rise outward, lighter. Add in that little bit of fluidity. And let those qualities inhabit you today. Draw your hands to your heart, and we'll add in the flame of fire, fiery, warm heart, touching in there, feeling your inner flame. Maybe it's just a tiny little flame. I don't think it's out fully. Maybe it's a big raging fire. Enjoy whatever is there. Gaze down into your heart and honor yourself and your loved ones right now with this gift of balance and time and breath. Hands to third eye center. Namaste.